Hi everyone, Jen Taylor with the Smart Move group of Keller Williams and Tailored Properties. Today is Smart Move Monday, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea and a breakdown of what you can expect as far as closing costs go. This was one of the questions that was asked last week. You know, what all goes into closing cost when you buy a house. So there's a couple categories. So you have your lender fees, your title fees, and your transfer taxes. And then there's also some miscellaneous costs down here. But these are your main categories. So lender fees, this is going to be your origination fee, appraisal cost, credit report, things of that nature. And usually they can total around $2,500 to $3,000. It just depends on your lender, honestly. Next up, it's title fees. So this is going to be your lender's policy, your owner's policy, your review, lien cert, and different items like that. That can also be around the $2,500 range, depending on what title company you use. The last thing is transfer taxes. Now, you have a couple different transfer taxes, and depending on what county you're buying in, you might have some local tax also. But usually it's your state, county, and recordation taxes. And typically in the contract, the seller and the buyer split those costs 50-50. And depending on what your price range is, where you're buying, what county you're buying in, you know, it's going to be in the thousands of dollars. Miscellaneous cost, your agent. Now, most agents have a buyer's representation agreement, you know, where the money that they make is actually paid by the seller and not the buyer. But however, you know, different agreements can be made between a buyer and an agent, so that could be something you should be aware of. And then also property taxes. Depending on what month you buy your house, there's going to be a prorated portion of your property taxes that's due. So say your property tax on a house is $4,000. You might be responsible for either $4,000, $2,000, $1,000, depending on how it prorates out, will depend on what you pay at settlement. Now the good thing about this is with the lender fees, depending on what rate you choose, you could get a lender credit. And then also with the rest of the title and transfer tax fees, depending on how good your agent is, you should call me, you could probably get seller credit to help pay for this cost. So ideally at the end of the day, when Jonah and I are working with a buyer, depending on what their overall goal is, our goal is for them to have to come forward with their down payment only and not have to pay much at all in closing costs. There's a difference between the two. If you'd like me to explain more, comment below. Also give me some ideas on different topics we can discuss. But this is Smart Move Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you share this with your friends, and we'll see you soon. Bye.